Hello pool players, welcome back to another video tutorial from the Apex Predator Billiards Training Club. My name is Apex Elenio, your aspiring professional pool player and pool instructor straight out of the small island of Jamaica. Now I have two beautiful racks of 9-ball that I'm going to be walking you through, and from this particular practice session that occurred sometime in June of this year, I'm now getting the opportunity to extrapolate some knowledge from these two. Safe to say they are failed racks. They are not break and run, but they provided me with some very in-depth knowledge that I picked up along the way. So of course, if this is the first time here on the channel, do not forget to hit that subscribe button below, turn on your post notification bell, leave some positive questions and comments down below, and do not forget to share this out to your pool community. Now, as I'm walking you through this rack, guys, I'm going to be sharing with you some insights that I picked up from these particular racks. There were some uncharacteristic errors made, but of course the objective when I am training is to train myself to the point where I'm doing exactly what I would do in the game. Now you will see a shot clock at the bottom of the screen, as I am also managing and taking notes on my time management around the table. Now let us start off here with the break. Let us see how clean of a delivery I can put into this break here. Was a little bit quick there on the break. Cue ball went to the side rail. Let's take a look at the replay here. Nice clean delivery. Did hit the one ball a little bit full, but it just off angle a little bit, send it towards the side rail. Getting good spread on the balls on the table. Not in any really advantageous position here. Now of course I am going to pretend as if I'm actually playing in an actual match, and so I don't want to take ball in hand because I want to really develop my analytical skills around the table. So here I am actually looking at constructing some sort of defensive shot here, and what I'm actually looking at is using the shallow rail kick system that I actually picked up a few years ago, where I'm now transferring this into a defensive shot. So at a half ball hit, if I can hit this one ball towards the back of the side pocket with the right speed, it should cause an equal separation and give me some sort of safety there. But unfortunately on that attempt there, the speed was a bit too much on that shot, hence therefore we call this in professional pool a sellout here. Now of course, approaching the table as if I am my own opponent here, I have a nice little look here on the one, and I also have an opportunity to actually try to run this rack out from where we are at here. So pocketing this one ball into the top right pocket, trying to float about one rail position in between the 6 and the 8, and of course trying to slide up towards the side rail. Now got a little bit close there to that scratch. Really tricky shot there, especially when you're playing on an unfamiliar table here. Now the first tip that I want to offer you here, guys, today is the fact that one of the things you need to develop as a pool player is that you have to learn to commit to playing the game the right way all the time. Even when you're playing with friends or you're playing leisure pool, you don't just want to have fun on the table. You want to really exercise the knowledge that you have picked up during training. You want to put it into practice here. So here I pot the 2-ball, screw back just maybe about 2 feet or so there to get my position here on the 4. Now what I'm trying to do here, guys, is trying to keep it simple. Notice as I'm walking around the table, I'm picking points, positional zones on the table. So for this shot here, all I need to do is just pop this 4 with maybe just a hair of right spin, holding the cue ball Really nice. I have nice position here on the 5. Just a little bit tricky. You can see I'm pointing my shaft. I would have loved to be a little bit straighter, more on the, rather than, well, as opposed to being here, I want to be maybe about 2.5 inches over more, so I could roll forward for the 6. Now I have a tricky part here, and here is where, as you can see, as you're watching the clock, I'm going over the usual 30-second shot clock here. So definitely I need to work a little bit more on my decisiveness. Now here I don't have the angle to roll forward. I know that the angle of my camera here is very deceptive, but I can tell you for sure, guys, I do not have the angle to roll forward. So I'm going to have to stun on short side position here on the 6. I wanted to get a little bit more deeper on that cue ball, but I had a hair bit too much stun here. Now I have a pot on the 6. Tough pot, simply because I am also potting and playing position here. Now, one of the things that I picked up from this rack here, guys, is that a lot of the times I do have the correct path. You can see that I'm looking at going long or going short. I'm checking. Now, as thin as this cut is on the 6 here, the natural path here is to try to go long here, just touching the short rail, long rail, and sliding up. Now, here is where, after stroking the shot, notice how as I deliver the cue here, my head rose a hair slight there. You can see, didn't finish the stroke, and because I didn't finish the stroke, it therefore then lessens the speed on the cue ball. If I had just simply just trust that the cue ball was going to take the path that I had predicted, then I would have been in the ideal position for what would consider to be a beautiful run out here. But unfortunately, guys, these things are going to happen to you in the game, and you're going to have to deal with it. You're going to have to come up with solutions towards actually say here winning the rack. Now, not an easy shot here. There's a high potential for me to sell out in this rack, but as you can see here, I'm still using that two-reel system, and you would have seen that quite a few times in a couple of my rack analysis, where what I'm actually doing here, I know, guys, that I'm taking a bit of time to here execute the shot. I mean, in an actual match I would move a little bit faster, but here I'm in training, so I'm really eyeing out how much of the cue ball do I go 2 rails, do I go 1 rail. I'm still thinking about position because I can get lucky here. So you can see they're just measuring up using that parallel shift system there. I'm coming 2 rails, so I'm trying to edge the 6 into the corner and trying to float up. Now here, let's see the delivery, a little bit hard, not enough spin, and selling out the rack there. So my opponent would have made what I would say a fairly good attempt at running that rack. Big mistake there on the position from the 6 to the 7, and now leaving, say here, an easy out for my opponent. Now, guys, as I said, in training, whatever you do in training, you gotta bring that to the real game here. And here, this is how 9 ball can be considered to be a cruel sport, and this was not intentional, guys. I did in fact miss the 8, but watch this 8 ball. Watch this 8 ball coming 2 rails and making a pot. And we all know that in 9 ball, guys, anywhere the ball drops on the table, you will definitely get your inning to be continued here. So unfortunately and unfortunately there, fortunately I made the 8 into another pocket, and unfortunately I had missed that 8 from my intent. So I don't know what you guys got from that rack, but I got a lot. I learned how to take accountability. I learned how to trust my ability. I learned that I need to be a little bit more decisive as I go throughout this training session here. Alright, guys, if you are enjoying the video, do not forget to hit that subscribe button below, turn on your post notification bell, leave some positive questions and comments, guys. Let me know what your thoughts are. We're training, we're improving, we're getting better and better each time we put our hands on the table. Now, this is a really good day for me to practice. It's pretty early in the morning. I wasn't at work. I had a whole day and I did take advantage. There are some leisure players walking in, young players. They're not necessarily players that are aspiring to become at the level that I'm at, but they are casual players. They are pretty much what we call fans here in Jamaica. Now, a lot of these guys, they do know me, but most of the time, guys, when I'm practicing, I'm always by myself. I'm always, just doing what you see me do here, doing what I love here, and that is to, study and become a student of the game here. So we're going to be diving into rack number 2, which is a much more, I feel like there's a lot more that came from this rack. I did deliver when it come to this particular rack here. But let's have a look at the break here. Let's see if it's clean a delivery. Oh, beautiful break shot there. That deserves a replay. Now have a look at the cue ball here. Boom, almost replacing the one ball. Had a little bit of a top spin there, so going further here, but there was a lot of control that was on that break. Now you can see even then I'm very, very disappointed, because I believe from this whole training session here, guys, I just kept, I was not able to get a look on the lowest numbered ball for a run out. And that's what, that was really painful. But of course, in the actual game, in the intense match, if you're aspiring to be a pro, you've got to learn how to deal with situations like what you are seeing here. Now, what I want to encourage young, talented players, aspiring players that are their own coaches, you've got to put yourself in the toughest position here. Now, what I'm looking at here is obviously to play a push out here. So I'm thinking to just leave my opponent, testing my opponent's bravery on the table. I'm looking to maybe just give him a shot. Now, don't want to give him a shot that is makeable. No banks, no nothing like that here. Now, I decided against giving him a clear look, and here is an example of me putting myself into what is called a professional situation. And here, what I've done here, guys, is that I've pushed into a jump shot. Now, of course, I know my own ability. I've played numerous and countless amount of brilliant jump shots on this particular table. I've played this in many matches here in Jamaica, as I've played all around the parishes over the past 10 years. This is more than a makeable shot, and you'll see my reaction when the result is when the result is seen here. I'm going to go after the jump. Now, still, guys, I'm in attack mode. I can tell you this much. There is no there's no thought of defense being applied here. So I'm really gonna have to commit to this shot here. Now, I really do not want to have to jump. I would rather have to kick at the one ball than to jump, because I feel like you've got to have so much more control over the jump and to play position rather than the kick, because with the kick you can get lucky here. But settling down, let me see if I can get this jump on this one. Ooh, not a bad jump at all. Did definitely sell out on that one here. And as I told you guys, these two particular racks were not break and runs. They were just, these were just two racks that, apparently when you are watching it, you'll be like, okay, I could do better. But it's just the knowledge that I had extrapolated from this rack here, because you've got to learn to play with what is called playing within your skill set. You don't want to put yourself into positions that you can't handle. You want to expand your knowledge, but you also want to keep yourself within your skill level here. Now, I'm an A-level ranked player here in my country. I don't know what I would be on the Fargo rating system. You guys can let me know here based on how you see me demonstrating. But here, beautiful pop there on the one, having nice control there on the two, and you can see how very timely. This was one of my better training sessions, because I was very calm around the table. This particular style of play here, with just a hair of improvement in my speed and my decisiveness around the table, this is something that I want to play like this all the time. regardless of the pressure. And I'm really understanding how mental, this game can be here. The calmer you are around the table, the more mentally relaxed you are around the table, is the more the table will open up and give you more options. Shots that you're not usually gonna go after, you're gonna have to see that those are the better shots here. Now, not trying to get too cute or trying to get too close here, kind of settle for an awkward cut here on this 3. The 4 ball is out into the middle of the table, so I'm definitely gonna have to pot this 3 and draw into the side rail, controlling the speed. I want to still come out for the 4 here. Draw into the side rail, bump out. Really nice control there on the 3 ball there to play position for the 4. Now here is where it gets a hair tricky, and like I told you guys, I've had so much experience just practicing by myself. Just getting to this level here in Jamaica is not an easy level, because it's a rough sport. It's very stigmatized here in my country. So when you see me playing the way that I'm playing, guys, I've put a lot of work in my game, and of course it is rocks like these where I mix arrows like these here. Beautiful shot there, but it just overrolled just there. As you can see, as I was walking around the table, I had an idea. I had the zone where I wanted to, but I don't know, it could possibly be just on that, that final delivery there. I didn't want to come too short, which is going to make the pot difficult to get position. So I feel like I was in between shots there, guys. I was very indecisive about exactly where I wanted. Now, maybe I could have played with a hair more spin to come short side onto the side rail there, but I mean, it is what it is, guys. We've just got to take it here, and it's a tough way to really, I got a chance to run this rack after that missed jump shot there, and now you can see I'm trying to, pull something out of the bag, guys. And if you guys have been long time subscribers of my channel, you would have seen numerous amount of videos where I've played some exceptional out of this world shots on this particular table. Just in general, guys, I have some explosive shots. You guys want to check the playlist that is pinned in the comments here. Now let's hope that this is one of them, guys. I'm looking at kicking 3 rails. Now this is difficult because the 8 ball is in the natural path that I would like here, but I'm still gonna try to go long and perhaps trying to use some excessive side spin here. So here, going 3 rails, 1 2 3. Oof. Oh dear. Do you guys think that I would have actually potted the 5 had the 8 not been there? Let's have a look at the replay and the cue ball's trajectory coming off 3 rails. It's going towards the 5. I maybe would have made contact with the 5, but I'm not so sure if I would have potted that shot there. But very disappointing in terms of, I just made that one mental error. These information that you and I are about extrapolating from this rack here, it's going to be useful going forward, guys. And I really do hope that regardless of the errors that you see me making here, guys, you are in fact learning and you are improving. So let me know what other thoughts you had that you could do here. Let's have a look at this positional play here. This is beautiful. Look at that shot there, nicely controlled, 2 rails. That deserves a replay, guys. And you would have seen in the last rack I did in fact play a position like this as well. Nice clean delivery here, no head movement, no back arm movement, head is steady. Didn't get up off the shot until the stroke was completed. Beautiful cue ball control, beautiful speed, sliding around, and notice that I'm just moving at parallel with that cue ball coming to a stop here. And of course, just like I've always told you guys, whenever you're potting the last ball on the table, you're still gonna pot the shot to play some sort of position here. So coming 2 cushions off, sliding in and out, always avoiding the scratch there. You can see I'm a little bit exasperated by just how the whole rack came out, but at the point of that video, guys, I did not know how powerful the knowledge was that I've gotten from this particular rack here. But I hope you guys enjoyed that video, and if you have, do not forget to hit the like button below, turn on the post notification bell. Of course, I'll see you in the next video upload. Until then, take care. Bye bye.